Next up, create a prospect. This is a feature I highly doubt that you'll see implemented back into the game anytime soon, and it's just based off of the fact that EA is still trying to tiptoe its way around possibly being sued again by college football athletes. And even I know what you're thinking, oh, well, they have the athletes in the game, this shouldn't be an issue, and this blah blah blah. The fact of the matter is, it's not like the NFL and the NFLPA. The NFLPA is a contract that involves all players in the NFL. So if the NFLPA is signed off on something, then that basically means they're speaking for all the players, versus the NIL is just individual player contract. So it's not like there's a deal in place that's signed off like the NFLPA, but for college athletes, where it says you can do this, you can do that, whatever. No, that's not a thing. So because there's no NFLPA or no players association for college athletes, each individual athlete is their own representation. So if somebody didn't opt in, say for instance, and you have create a prospect available and somebody creates that prospect and puts them in a game, they have the ability to sue. Yes, I know that sounds crazy. How, if you're creating the prospect and putting them in the game, is that possible? That's where I come in with my request, because I say that it's not the same as it was back then when they were making NCAA games back then. Back then, part of the reason they were getting sued was because not only were the players not in the game, and not only were they not licensed to be in a game, but EA was basically creating those players, their likeness and everything, and just putting a number in place for that player. So everybody knew who that player was, and users could just go out there and edit those players to make them the actual players, but just by putting their name. So that's where they got in trouble, because you were pretty much putting their likeness in the game without having them licensed. But my standpoint is that's not what's happening. You have a placeholder player in the spot of those players, but the image and likeness isn't nowhere near what that player would be. So nobody can sue you for somebody going in there and manipulating that, because you didn't put that player's likeness in there. That user had to go recreate the skin tone, had to go recreate the size, the height, the weight, etc. Had to change the name. So why would EA be liable to get in trouble for something like that when somebody just went out on a limb and just completely changed that whole thing and put them in a game? Because again, that's just speaking on editing. We're talking about creating a prospect. How would you get in trouble for somebody else creating a prospect? You didn't put that player in a game. That user put that player in a game.